Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning. Cause I'm on a mission, put me in the game. Cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. Snowing is...
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house. Stephon Diggs, 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set. Green set. Yellow, go. Green strike. Red.
Lance now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Yellow, blue. Red, yellow. Strike, white, yellow, green.
Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Flag 2. Black shot. Ready?
Lance now on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Black ultra. Claw red.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they'll go for it. Lance. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
Ready up. Green set. Blue strike.
Again, it's Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Robert Woods, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
on 2nd and 9. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Stafford. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They run. It's Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
22 meter. Trouble, 38.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Stafford. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, his throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Lance. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Hey, green. Right, right. Green.
To throw, it's Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, left, field, left. Blue, go. Hey, blue. White, blue. Go red.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Lance looking to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, right? Sit, rebel. Black ultra. Yellow, go.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Stafford. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Lance. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lance. And this one is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now Lance again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Gibson. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Stafford on 3rd down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Red, cycle. 6, 7. Black ultra. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Hey, green. You yellow.
On 2nd and inches, Lance. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Lance. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Lance looking to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Lance back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect lines from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliant. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause go automate them. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond B's, all BBs, I call them biblical. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
It's alright, man. Cool, I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Soon I'm gone, when the memos on and get it going, don't be calm. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nosy like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tearing out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you wanna top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Striker, 3-3.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucs and Cards from Glendale. On 2nd and 9, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey,
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is a Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Emmanuel Agba in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, move.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this returnable for Hill. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they...
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going on. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Tua. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 20.
Right, 97. Yellow.
Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarter.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Smith. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Ready. Yellow, line. Set.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Yellow, blue. Red, yellow.
to him. Sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now.
Hurry, hurry.
Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do some. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 38, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Dillon up the middle. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching.
Ready.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Down. Field flat. Strike 2. Black shot. Blue black.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, green. Red, cycle. 6, red. Black ultra.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, Tagovailoa getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Blue striker. Red, red.
To and throw again. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point made good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the right side, this is Dillon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got Watson. It's caught, touchdown Packers. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll roll him out right. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A third down gain of 19. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidence right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Watson making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter.
Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that